Good evening and thanks for joining us. Clayton, looks like a pretty nice day for a really good golf event there, and it's for a good cause too.
Yeah, it was great. A lot of guys got out to the Lashburn Golf Course for a charity golf tournament, and weather held out for them. Hopefully it'll hold out for tonight as well for the event.
Yes, it will actually. We had a great day and a nice evening on the way, so get out and enjoy because things will change. So as we take a look across the region in Lloydminster and the Midwest, we're sitting at 23 degrees with lots of sunshine, and across the Lakeland and Battleford, same sort of thing, and 24. So the weekend is here and there is some nasty conditions going to be moving in. When will they arrive? I'll have more coming up a little later on.
There are some new developments in Lloydminster's most recent murder case. Local RCMP say they've now given their file to the Alberta Crown for recommendation of possible charges. The homicide happened on July 23rd. That's when 46-year-old Gurwinder Singh was killed as a result of an altercation with another man. The fight happened at a home in the southern part of Lloydminster near Rendell Park Elementary School. Police were called to the home at 6:30 in the morning after complaints of a disturbance. They discovered Singh and a 48-year-old man were both badly injured. Singh later died from his injuries while the other man was taken to hospital for medical treatment. RCMP say their investigation has now
We've
wrapped
interviewed
up.
the 48-year-old male who was also involved in the altercation. He was released from hospital earlier this week. And at this point in time, our investigation has now been concluded, and we have sent it to the Crown Counsel's office with Alberta Justice for an opinion and a recommendation on possible charges.
Police are not providing details about a possible motive, nor are they saying whether the two men were related or if alcohol was involved. Callis says potential charges include first-degree or second-degree murder or manslaughter. RCMP and Alberta Transportation are reminding you to be safe this month when you head out to the summer festivities. August is prime time for drinking and driving instances, and police will be on the lookout. Kathy Lee has the details.
You may have seen this video or others with the same theme before, ones that remind you of the consequences of drinking and driving. As part of Alberta's traffic safety plan calendar, there will be many reminders through different media outlets about impaired driving this month.
What we're trying to bring to everyone's attention, that impaired driving is still a very serious issue on our roads in Alberta and really all over the world.
With the nice weather, August is a time when many instances occur. But local RCMP say despite the recent long weekend, the numbers in Lloydminster are low.
Both July and August, both weekends were the weather was nice. Everybody goes to the lake. They leave Lloydminster. Lloydminster is not known to be a tourist city when it comes to the resorts. People are going to where the lakes are, and we notice a real sharp decline in traffic-related offenses.
However, statistics show 4.7% of drivers involved in injury collisions were impaired, and that number goes up substantially in fatal collisions.
21.8% of drivers involved in fatal collisions had been drinking or were impaired.
And then that's it. Anita Wagner was involved with SAD, and she believes education in schools is where the problem can be curbed.
More or less awareness is the big thing, and by peers, getting their peers not to drink and drive is a really big thing, and to me it's very important because it starts at a young age and it continues on up.
While she believes RCMP are doing all they can to keep people safe, she has some ideas of her own.
Times that it's not so much in the city that they need to be more out in the areas where they know kids are drinking, having parties. You know,
through the efforts of communities and law enforcement over the last 20 years, many great strides have been made in impaired driving, but there's still work to be done.
For the last 5 to 10 years, it has leveled off. So we need to continue our work and do better with our work in terms of impaired driving.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
In less than a month, both sides of the border city will have one more thing in common. Mike Baden explains that starting September 1st, Alberta and the rest of Lloydminster will have to pay more attention while at the wheel.
People texting constantly. I see that so much on my way to work, and it scares the crap out of me.
At the start of next month, the province of Alberta will introduce the Distracted Drivers Law, and sales on hands-free devices have now started to pick up.
Sales have definitely picked up more even so the last month because the tickets have been enforced now in the city. Even a month ago, we didn't sell as many as we do now. In the past couple of weeks, we seem to be having a lot of people coming in to buy them.
The new law complements the current driving without due care and attention legislation that was put in a couple years ago. This now helps Alberta catch up with other places around the world.
People are getting killed all the time by it, and it's it's something they needed to address. They've done it all over Europe. It's a big fine anywhere in Europe. Having to use the Bluetooth and stuff, the hands-free. So why not?
Bluetooth headsets are expected to be the highest sellers of all hands-free accessories. And at Midwest Communications, sales have increased by 80% this month.
It's definitely going to start picking up. We sell quite a few now versus what we used to even just even say a month ago. With all these tickets coming out and police are actually watching for this, it has been climbing. The vehicles are coming with it now where you can pay to get it put in, or you can buy the external pieces which we sell, which we've been selling a lot more of.
The fine for this new offense is $172 and will apply to all roads in both urban and rural areas of the province. Mike Baden, Newcap News.
Farmers may have more to deal with this time next year if the federal government implements some changes to the Canadian Wheat Board. Alan Oberg was with the CWB in Lloydminster to tell farmers what is really at stake. This is one of a series of meetings across the prairies to discuss what impact this will have on the farming industry. Shauna Roshuk has more on what could potentially happen if farmers don't speak up.
Listening to concerns, answering questions, and urging farmers to vote to save the Canadian Wheat Board was on the agenda for last night's meeting.
This is their organization. They control it through their elected representatives. They pay for the entire cost of it, so it only follows that they should be the ones who decide its future.
Agriculture Minister Jerry Ritz announced the single-desk selling system would be removed by August 1st, 2012. This potentially may have a major impact on how farmers, the industry, and its customers conduct business.
Single desk premiums are going to be at stake. Our whole market development, branding and promotion, all those functions that the Canadian Wheat Board currently carries out may have to be performed by someone else.
With the dismantling of the CWB, Oberg says farmers will have less choice as to what happens with their product.
We'll see more consolidation in the industry, smaller companies which rely on the Wheat Board for port access. They're going to have to amalgamate or team up with some of the bigger players.
Oberg and the CWB is encouraging farmers to vote because once a decision is made, there's no turning back.
It's their organization, and this plebiscite is their only chance to have some influence on the future of the CWB, and they should take advantage of it.
Ballots must be mailed by August 24th, and results should be announced by September the 10th. Shauna Roshuk, Newcap News.